Hey, how's everyone doing? Well, you know what time it is. Time for the after work shift. So let's get cooking. Got a great meal plan for today. It's going to be blackened cod. I'm going to show you how to do it the right way. So meet me in the kitchen. All right, now that I've got my appropriate attire on, as you can see, my new apron, it's time to get cooking. We're going to, crap, what am I making? After work shift, take 2. All right, as you can see, I'm ready. I know it's been a while since we filmed, but please, everybody shut up and let me do this.
After work shift, take 3.
All right, thank you for joining me. I'm the After Work Chef. Ready to start cooking today. Just shut up, I'm not gonna look at anybody. Take 4. Hi, thanks for joining me. This is the After Work Chef. Hi, I'm the After Work Chef. Thank you for joining me. As you can see, I've got my new attire on. I'm ready to start cooking. Today I've got a wonderful meal. We're just going to do something simple. It's going to be a pan-seared blackened cod over white rice. Like I said, something really simple. A buddy of mine, St. Thomas, he likes fish. A couple other friends. I don't cook fish a whole lot. So we're going to have a wonderful meal. And I'm going to do a... Damn it. Let's try this again, sorry. Hi, I'm the After Work Chef. I'm going to have a nice, wonderful meal today. It's going to be a pan-seared blackened cod. I'm going to do it the right way, and it's going to be a wonderful meal, and I hope everybody enjoys it.
Hello? Yes, it is. Hey, what's up? Yeah. Now? Yeah, I can do that. How much you talking? Oh, yeah, I'll be right there. Yeah, I'm on my way. Things you do for money. Vacation money. Hey. There we go. Now we're talking. Hi, I'm Chef Ken. I'm here to replace Kevin. He had a little oncoming migraine. We're going to do today's episode for you, which looks like it's blackened cod. Blackened cod. Why are we indoors doing blackened cod? We're going to take care of this situation. But anyway, what we've got is nice, fresh cod. Got some capers, blackened seasoning, and some white wine. I'm changing it up a little bit. What we're doing is called bronzed cod. True blackened cod, you don't really get anywhere. What you get out at restaurants is basically Cajun seasoned cod. It's not true blackened. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what true blackened cod is and give you a lighter version of that called bronze cod that we developed down at a restaurant down in New Orleans about 30 years ago. All right, I'm going to be showing you how to do true New Orleans style blackened fish. Started with blackening redfish back in the late 70s, early 80s. Chef Paul Prudhomme, affectionately known as K. Paul, really brought it to the forefront. And actually, this dish, blackened redfish, became so popular in Louisiana that they had to put a restriction on redfish, as they almost wiped out the entire population of redfish. Like I was saying before, you go out to a restaurant, you order something blackened, chances are you're not getting true blackened. You're basically just getting a Cajun seasoned. What I'm going to show you here today is how to do both a true blackened and then my kind of take on it. It's a bronzed version, which is a little bit lighter, not quite as spicy. Principal components: we've got some nice cod, got some fresh lemons, got some blackened seasoning, Now, make sure it's blackened seasoning. Don't get a Cajun spice like Tony Chachere's or something, because that has a lot of salt in it. You don't want a lot of salt. Or you can make your own. Then you got some good melted butter. Also, we'll be finishing it with some capers. First thing you have to do on the grill, if you don't have a cast iron skillet, get you one. They're not expensive. You can even go to a yard sale or something. Somebody will have one that's a little bit rusty or something like that. They're easy to clean up. You just take a potato, cut a potato in half, put some kosher salt in it, scrub it around, the rust will come right up, coat it with oil, and you're ready to go. So I'm putting this directly on the flame because I want to get this thing smoking hot. I mean, hot, hot. What we're going to do is we'll dip the filet in the butter, and then in the blackening spice, and throw it on that extremely hot skillet. Turn it once, and it'll be done. That's your traditional blackening. Now, why are we outside doing this? Because if you're doing it right, your smoke detector is going to go off inside. So you do it outside, it's easier to clean up, doesn't smell up your whole house and stuff like that. Now my version, which is bronzed, now you go down into Louisiana, some will tell you bronze and blackened are the same thing, and they're not wrong. But my version of bronzed is basically we're going to put one side only, we're going to blacken one side only, we're going to turn it. And when we turn it, then we're going to put a little bit of white wine with it, capers, and the lemon. And that's going to finish the cooking. The steam is going to come off of that, and it's going to make it a real nice, quick presentation. We'll throw a little bit of butter in there with it, just to give it a little bit of a sauce. Serve it over some nice white rice. All right, we've had it on about 10 minutes, getting nice and hot. Yeah. Test to make sure it's hot. Yeah, it's sizzling up pretty good. All right, first I'm going to show you how to blacken. Take a nice piece of cod, dip both sides in butter. Throw both sides in the spice and spread it out real good. Just gonna lay it right on there. The smoke is starting to come up like that. Actually, it could probably even be a little bit hotter. But with all that smoke coming up like that, you don't want to have one of those vent fans in your kitchen that's like doubles as a microwave, you know, the little cheap things that just scatter stuff around. So do it outside. Send up the smoke signals to your neighbors, you know. They'll come running. Let it go on there a little bit. So what you're actually doing is blackening the spices. There. You can do this with any kind of fish. It's good. You're better off not using a thicker cut because this is going to take a lot longer, and your blackening spices will actually get too blackened. So a nice thinner slice like this. You can use redfish or flounder or any of your thinner fish. You know, mahi-mahi will even work good, especially when you get down near the tail portion. So what we're going to do now is we're going to flip this. Like I said, we got some nice blackening on the spices itself. You're actually burning the fish, you're burning the spices, and that's going to help give it a little nuttiness, a smokiness to it. The original kind of thought behind it is redfish sometimes, depending on where it's caught, can have a little almost a muddy smell to it, or can be a little bit fishy. The spices will kind of cover that up, kind of the same way that jerk seasoning was done in the Caribbean with the Arawak Indians. They didn't have refrigeration, so you know, sometimes they get some stuff to be a little bit funky, whether it be some wild hog or fish or whatever. They develop the jerk spices to kind of cover that taste up. There we go. Go ahead and get this sitting in the butter. Now use this plate right here. It's okay to use this plate. The fish was frozen before, so it's not. There's no problem with her. There's your blackened cod. Get all good little pieces in there. We'll cover this up and get back up to temperature real good while we get it next piece ready. This is a little bit thicker piece, which lends itself to, there we go, that's a good coating on that. So just doing it on one side. So this is going to be bronzing. Bronzing, same deal. Put it on there. Get it going. So you got some nice smoke coming up from that. It's going to take a few minutes to get it. You don't want to blacken it all the way, really. You just want to get a good crust on it, get that smoke get up and into the fish. So what we're going to do is the next portion of it is actually what I call the bronzing part. It's actually going to help the fish cook faster, and you want to do it with a thicker cut like this. Is what I'm going to do is going to kind of build a pedestal for that fish to sit on. What that's going to do is elevate the fish above the bottom of the pan. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to add the wine and the capers to it, and it's going to actually create steam, and it's almost going to be like steaming the fish. So now what we'll do is we'll take and we'll lay that cod over on those slices of lemon. That'll add good flavor to it. Like I said, it's going to elevate that fish up. Now, don't worry about having the caper juice on it. Put a little capers in there. A little bit of juice doesn't hurt anything. Capers, if you've never had them, they're actually buds to a shrub that's grown in the Mediterranean. Pack a lot of little powerful punch to them. Really adds to the dish. Now what we'll do is take your white wine. Now ideally, cooking with white wine, you want to cook with the wine that you would drink with, which is not one with a screw cap, but it'll work for our purposes. So now, the fish is starting to steam. What we'll actually do is we'll even cover it up and wait a few minutes for it. You may or may not have to add a little bit more wine to it. That's going to finish cooking that fish. Once that wine is evaporated, we'll add a little bit of butter to it. It's going to kind of create a little bit of sauce. And then I'll show you a plate up, put it over some white rice. Good to go. We'll serve broccoli or anything on the side with it if you want. But it's a quick way of doing fish, it's a flavorful way of doing fish. And now you know when you go out to a restaurant and they have blackened, whether it's chicken or whatever, fish, doesn't come out, doesn't have that blackened look on it like that, you know they cheated and you're just getting a Cajun spiced. If you want real blackened, that's what it looks like. Yeah, it's cooking along. We're gonna let those, we're gonna let that wine evaporate a little bit. Good and hot, put the lid back down. Go a little longer. Like I said, you can do it with chicken breast. You can do it just about blackened shrimp. Shrimp's real good to do it. Shrimp cooks very quickly. It's a real good flavor to have. One thing I'll tell you is, like, you're going to have extra when you're done of both the butter and of the spice. Throw it away. Don't use it because you put raw fish in there. And so if you try to save that, keep it on the counter, it's going to have a fish liquid from it. It's going to get funky. You're going to open that up and be like, what the heck is that? Same with the butter. It's okay to serve the butter on the side if you want to dip in, but don't keep the butter around because you may forget and you say, okay, we got a little bit of butter here we can use. You throw it on some toast in the morning for breakfast and it ruins your whole day. We're getting down to it. Let's go ahead and throw a little bit of butter in there with that. Sorry, starting to melt. That finish. Go back inside, we'll plate up. All right, we're gonna plate up tonight's dinner. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to plate up the blackened cod. Take a little bit of nice, white rice. Season your rice however you like, but just plain white rice is fine. Just let the fish do the talking. Real nice little garnish on there. Then a nice piece of blackened fish. I like that. Doesn't get much better. That's blackened fish. Now this is the bronze fish. Do the same thing. Do a little white rice. Now with the blackened fish, like the bronze fish, put it right on there like that. It looks similar, but it has a different flavor profile. Go along the bottom, get a little bit of those capers for the top, that charred lemon, like that. Always want to clean your plate a little bit. There you go. You got bronzed and you got blackened. Pleasure doing business with you.
All right, thank you so much for joining the After Work Chef. It's been a pleasure working with Chef Ken. We had a blast making this episode. As you can see, I'm not really hurt. For the concerned fans, all two of you, so thanks. This dinner looks amazing. Chef Ken did an amazing job plating this up. It looks delicious. If you like what you saw here, please give a like, subscribe. Love doing this, so please let me know what you like, what you don't like. If there's anything Chef Ken like to say.
Easy money.
Easy money. You heard it here first, folks. We're hungry. Let's go eat.